Welcome back to Earth's Medicine Cabinet. We're doing a deep dive on diaper rash today.
Yeah,
In our last episode, we really got into like the nitty-gritty of what causes diaper rash.
the basics.
Yeah, the basics, the common causes, and how to kind of manage those.
Right.
But today we're going further,
Let's go deeper.
deeper. And you know what's really interesting is I was doing a little research for this, and I came across this fact that blew my mind.
Okay.
Did you know that what your baby eats can actually like impact their chances of getting diaper rash?
Now that you mention it, I have heard that too.
Yeah, it's like a wild connection, right?
Totally.
So I think today we should really explore like these advanced prevention strategies, like beyond just changing diapers and using creams. And then also talk about like when is it time to actually like call the doctor, call the expert.
Yeah, when does it become a serious?
Exactly, exactly. So let's start with this whole diet connection. I'm really curious about that.
Okay, so basically think of it this way. A baby's digestive system is still developing, right?
Right, right.
So certain foods, especially if they're introduced too early, can actually change the composition of their stool,
Huh.
make it more acidic, for example.
All
And
right.
that can irritate their skin, leading to diaper rash. Like, think of acidic fruits like oranges or tomatoes. Those can be big culprits.
So it's not just what's, sitting on the outside, it's what's happening on the inside too.
Exactly. It's like an inside-out kind of thing.
That's so interesting. Okay, now even if you're, being really mindful of their diet, it seems like diapers themselves, especially overnight, could be a bit of a challenge.
Oh, absolutely.
Even with like, all the super absorbent diapers we have these days.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you keep them dry for that long?
Well, and that's the thing, even with the best diapers, prolonged contact, especially overnight, it creates this warm, moist environment. And that's just like a breeding ground for bacteria and fungi, which then can lead to, you guessed it, diaper rash.
It's like a little science experiment happening in there.
Exactly. So, it's this balance between absorbency and letting that delicate skin breathe. It's tough.
Okay, so we've got diet, we've got diaper duration. What other sneaky things are out there that parents might be missing?
Well, sometimes it's not, something we're doing, but what's going on inside.
Okay.
So, like, if a baby has diarrhea or even just a fever, that can throw off the skin's natural balance, make it more prone to irritation.
Right.
And, even necessary medical treatments like antibiotics, they're great for fighting infection, but they can wipe out the good bacteria that protect the skin.
It's like a double-edged sword.
It is.
Wow. It really feels like a lot to juggle. So beyond like the frequent diaper changes, the barrier creams, what are some of these like next level prevention tactics that parents can really use?
Well, first off, diaper choice itself is huge. Try to go for breathable, fragrance-free diapers whenever possible. And if your baby has sensitive skin, maybe consider eco-friendly or cloth diapers, maybe with like absorbent liners.
Right, right. Now, I've been hearing so much about, gut health, like the microbiome, all that. Does that play into diaper rash at all?
You know what? That's such a good question, and it's a really hot area of research right now.
Okay.
But there is some really cool evidence suggesting that a healthy gut microbiome can help reduce the incidence of diaper rash.
Interesting.
Like, the bacteria in their gut.
Right.
So certain probiotics have shown some real promise in kind of promoting a more balanced gut environment, which then, healthier skin.
So it all comes back to the gut.
Right. It's amazing.
That's wild. Okay, so we've got diet, diapers, gut health, any other like, natural remedies that are becoming more popular now.
Coconut oil seems to be having a moment.
Yeah.
And there's good reason. It has antimicrobial properties, so it can be an alternative to those commercial barrier creams. But here's the thing. Some experts, they caution against overusing it
Okay.
because it can actually trap moisture.
Oh, interesting.
So moderation and watching your baby's skin is key.
It seems like observation is key with so much of this.
Totally.
So how can parents know when it's like just a little irritation or when they need to like get professional help? Is all diaper rash kind of the same?
That is a fantastic question. And it's a myth that we need to bust. Like all diaper rash is created equal.
Yeah.
Simple diaper rash, it usually responds to those basic things we talked about last time. Frequent changes, barrier creams, all that.
Okay.
But if it hangs around for more than 3 days, even with you doing all that stuff, or if you see blisters or bleeding fever, baby's just really uncomfortable, it's time to call in the pros.
Right.
It could be an infection that needs something specific, like an antifungal cream, or maybe even an antibiotic.
So those are the red flags to watch out for.
Exactly, exactly.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one thing you want listeners to really take away about diaper rash?
I think for me, it's that managing diaper rash today, it's a proactive thing. It's holistic.
Right.
It's not just about treating the rash itself, but thinking about all the things that contribute to it. Diet, the diapers you're using, that health, any other illnesses that might be going on.
It's a bigger picture.
Exactly.
You really have to kind of think about it all.
Yes, by being informed and proactive, parents can really make a difference, for their baby's comfort, their well-being.
Absolutely. So now that you know all these fascinating prevention strategies, this gut-skin connection we've been talking about, really think about, what adjustments you might want to make to your baby's routine. And remember, this deep dive, it's just a starting point. For personalized advice, always talk to your pediatrician or a specialist.
Always, yeah.
Great advice. Thanks for joining us on Earth's Medicine Cabinet.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive.